Well, good morning, everybody. I've been hard at it. Off camera. I figure you guys wouldn't mind. I figured I better do a quick little update. Logging. Lots and lots of logging. Created quite a mess here because I decided I wanted to expand the cornfield. So, yeah, and plus I expanded over there. Let's see, I can do a quick update here. That's what the purpose of the recording is. I carved out a small field over here. I'm thinking I want a little variety with that whiskey. I'm thinking about trying planting a few potatoes over here is my plan. So yeah, along with these two fields, I created another small field over here. I'll throw a few potatoes in here. So that's what that field's going to be. And then I cut all these trees along here. I want to make the cornfield a bit bigger. Eventually, I'm sure I'll work my way back to the map, back to that area, but we'll see. I got a little ways to go. I got to work around this because this is not removable, so I got to work around that. But yeah, just plugging along. Then I found a few more mods. I'm thinking about doing a little bit of upgrading. As you know, this logging thing works pretty good, but now that I'm really getting into logging, I would like to find a way to speed things up a little bit. So I might get a little bit bigger trailer, maybe a little bit bigger tractor. You know, upgrade a little bit here, but first I gotta take a few loads in and... Come on, get her, come on. Get going. That poor little Ford, you know. I think we can get something a little bigger. Well, first things first. What do you think of this mod I found? It's under 10 grand. She's a monster. She's got 127 horsepower. And for free, I can even slap a set of duals on her. I don't know if I want the duals for pulling the logs, though. I don't know. I can always take them off. It looks cooler with the duals on it. It really does. You know what? I'm going to throw the duals on it. Oops, we don't want the turf tires, though. We want... There we go, just the duals. Yeah, them turf tires look a little funny. Yeah, that's a nice heavy-duty tractor, and it's cheap. And it's from the 80s. I love it. I love it. I think I'm going to get it. Buy a few things. And then, means I got the extra ponies now. And get a nice bigger trailer for hauling them logs around. There we go. But not too big. Thinking maybe that might be the answer for now. Yeah, we don't want to get too carried away just yet. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, no license plates. We can't have license plates. They don't want us. We don't want to give away our giveaway. Yeah, we'll go with that. See how that works for us. Ooh, listen to that horsepower. Excuse me, sir. I want to hook up this trailer. There's always people standing in the way over here, and I don't know why. Excuse me. Excuse me. I like that. That's not a bad setup. That's looking pretty sharp. Like I say, I'm going to upgrade to bigger stuff, but I don't want anything too new. You know, I hate this newer looking stuff. Stuff like this, I've never driven this particular model, but this is stuff I grew up with on the farm, you know. You had tractors with duals like this. This was, oh, you were the man. You had the big stuff, man. Now this newer equipment just looks so fake and ugly. I don't know. There's something about even newer vehicles. They look funny to me. But this was the stuff back in the day, man. Now I can't quite afford the tractor I want with the loader. Unfortunately, the one I just bought does not have a loader option attachment, but I do have a really cool tractor in mind. I was wondering, like, whoa, am I going to be able to get this one high enough for this trailer? Oh yeah, okay, good. I was worried about that. Definitely going to make filling a little easier. Yeah, that little trailer works okay, but it's a little finicky. But this should make things a little easier to... One big load there and I should be able to afford the next upgrade. Basically just trying to make logging a little easier for myself. Yeah, this is much easier. Whoops. Yeah, much easier. But I'm still going to get the bigger tractor and the bigger loader. Gotta upgrade, man. Upgrades, upgrade. At least a little bit. Easy. Oh yeah, that's working really nice. Well, let's go see how many dollar bills that brings us. Maybe it'll be enough to get the loader upgrade. Almost $10,000. I don't think that's quite enough. I didn't do the actual math to add it up. I know the tractor itself is almost 30, but I got to get a loader, and I think I want the duals on that one too. So maybe I'll do one more load and then I'll go get it. And then, you know what, we could cut a whole bunch more trees too. Might as well keep this a rocking and a rolling. Get this logging crap, you know, out of the way. Or if I am going to do all this logging, I want some better equipment. Then we can trade in this glitched out thing. I can't refuel it, and the paint fades too quickly, so another reason I'm doing all this upgrading stuff. I figure, why not? Got plenty of trees to cut. It's our main source of income at the moment. And I do want to make these fields bigger anyway, so we might as well clear cut it. Boy, that just barely gets high enough. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Off camera, I bought my new tractor with the bigger loader and everything, and it's nice. I can lift 2 logs at a time, and it's powerful, but it just doesn't seem like it's as quick and nimble as this little fart. You know, this little fart just, I don't know if it's because I got so used to it, or it just seems like it's quicker and more nimble, and you know, I think I can load faster with this little guy. Plus, it saves me 40 grand. So, you know, now that I got a good rhythm going with this little fart, yeah, it's just such a snappy little thing. Whereas that bigger, I had downloaded a 1486, had a nice loader and everything, but it's like takes longer to get going. You know. I don't know, hard to explain, but it just, to me, this little fart just feels quicker. I think I'm going to hold on to this for a little while. Whoops. Gotta be careful. Sometimes you strap 2 logs. This definitely can't handle 2 logs. Yeah, I got so used to using this little stinker that I think I'm going to stick with this for a little while yet. Just seems like it's nimbler, quicker, has more agility. You know, even though I can only pick up 1 at a time. It just seems like I can see how quick I am with it. So, yeah, I might stick with this for a little bit. I don't regret buying the case with the bigger trailer. Yeah, because I was struggling with that trailer quite a bit. But yeah, this is a pretty decent setup. I'm cleaning things up fairly quick with this setup. I might be better off spending the money maybe on a better stump grinder. While that grinder does work for, whoops, I do screw up a little bit every once in a while, but there we go. While that stump grinder does work, I wouldn't mind find something a little quicker and easier to use. So maybe I'll look for a better stump grinder, because I got a ton of stumps to grind here. Yeah, that's getting cleaned up quick. I like that. I think I'm going to stick with that smaller tractor just for a little while longer. Now the only thing that's still a little bit of a pain in the butt is these oddly shaped trees, but there's not too many of them. Like I say, there was a couple here that I had to get rid of, but yeah, this rig, this tractor, and this trailer, man, that is the setup, man. These haul logs really nice. It's quick. There's a second reason I also bought this tractor. I should show that off quick. I did learn something playing around earlier. You see the wheat field I planted? Yeah, it is the same as 22. If you do not plow, then you gotta deal with weeds. So I didn't want to have to plow again with that little bitty plow. So what started this, I figured, well, you know what? This old plow I found. Did I scroll past it again? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this right here is only $500, but it needs 100 horsepower to pull it. But it's a nice wide plow. It's a beautiful plow. I've used it before. So this tractor will have two good purposes, hauling logs and plowing now. So I think we're headed in the right direction. We're not getting too big too fast, but yet we want to be efficient with our money. And of course we're limited because we don't have all the best mods like I did in 22, but I'm making it work. I'm liking how this is going so far. It's not too bad, not too shabby. And I keep checking for new mods every day, see what comes out. Then when I saw this beast for under 10 grand, I thought, ooh, hey. Yeah, I like that beast. It's a nice, heavy-duty, cheap tractor. Well, unfortunately, I've tried so many different stump grinders and mulchers. It just really isn't much for stump grinding mods. Obviously, the quickest and easiest way is the lumberjack mod. But that feels like cheating to me. I don't like that. I mean, I use it when I have to. The best one so far that seems to work halfway decent, if you don't mind moving around and fiddling with it, is the one with the skid steer. That one does not work half bad. Yeah, you gotta just kind of go up and down and wiggle around, and eventually it does get rid of it, seems like. Okay, it got rid of it. But sometimes it'll leave a piece, so you gotta kind of move around. But that seems to be the best and only way to do it so far, at this present time. Sure, eventually some better mods will come out. But yeah, that stump grinding, that takes a little while, unfortunately. Especially with all the trees I cut. But I ain't found no better way to do it. This don't work too bad. Yeah, see how it did part of it and then it left a little piece? Sometimes if you just raise it up, it seems like if you just barely touch it, it'll get rid of it. And if you just kind of wiggle around. Once in a blue moon, if I get one that I just seems like I just absolutely can't get rid of, then I will jump out and use the lumberjack mod. The lumberjack mod will take, I haven't found a stump that couldn't take out yet. But I only use that if I just absolutely could not get rid of it. You know, here's one that might be a little stubborn. I've read on Reddit and on the internet that stump stump removal is somewhat of a problem on this game yet. It used to be on 22. All the previous games, see there's one that's just not. So then I get whatever. Just pretend that I did it. Yeah, see the lumberjack mod always gets rid of it when you always get the one stubborn one. Unfortunately though, I think the lumberjack mod is only available on PC, so yeah, for game consoles and stuff, yeah, I wish I had better. Alright boys, it's time for a plow upgrade. I think I'm gonna like this much better. Let's see, now we can sell the old one here. It's been a good little plow, but it's time for some upgrades. I keep forgetting the the sell option is here, not there. Old habits are hard to break. Okay. This will make some fields. It looks like a pretty slick setup. I think I'm gonna like that. Now we can get some plowing done, gosh darn it. I don't know why it says lowering missing type disc plow, whatever that means, but it works, so must be a little bit bugged, but it does work very well. There. That's gonna save a lot of time and headache. Heh heh heh. See, then when we get up there, we'll switch it to create fields. And we'll make this field just a little bit bigger. I suppose I could have kept... You know, I'm starting to have second thoughts here. I was going to say maybe I should just keep doing... I mean, it's a pain in the butt, but it's a one-time deal. Once I get the trees off, they're off. Let's look into that. How many... Oh boy, that's a lot of work. I mean, that would be nice to make the field that big, but holy mackerel. I don't know, let's get a bird's eye view here. Well, you know what, there's not that many more trees there. That would be kind of nice to clear that out. I mean, it's going to take me a bit more time, but yeah, that would be nice to make this cornfield all the way. Then we could really make some liquor. And then I could expand the potato later too. Yeah, there's not a whole lot more trees there. I mean, most of these trees way up here would probably stay, but yeah, if I just cleared this a little bit more out, you know what? I think I might just do it. How much work do we actually have to do here? Yeah, there's really not that many more trees. I mean, I could leave these weird ones up here. Them could stay. But yeah, that would really open up that field. I'm getting kind of sick and tired of logging now. But yeah, that would be... That might not be a bad idea, though. Just get it done and over with. Alright, I talked myself into it. But I'm going to do it all off camera. You don't have to watch this boring stuff. Alright. Ooh, oh my. I think I went a little nuts with the chainsaw. Now I got one heck of a mess to clean up. I just figured as long as I was doing it, I was going to get them all, and I did. I think I did. Except the ones in the back fence line. I am not cutting all them weird ones. Them are so hard to cut up. Like the one right in front of me here. Oh my god, is that miserable to cut up. But, either way, should have plenty of room for bigger fields. Now I can expand the cornfield and the potato field a little bit. So yeah, the cornfield I can go zzz, and the potato field, I'm not sure how far I'm going to go with that yet. I see what the... Yeah, I think most of this I'll make cornfield, and then the potato field I want smaller. We'll see. Maybe I'll go about like this with the cornfield and just make the potato field a little bigger. Either way, that should be more than enough for a little while. No, don't even look at that. Just stop it. Stop it. 10 acres is enough. Okay, well, I got a mess to clean up. This is going to take a while. Yikes. Yeah, one at a time. Here we go. What have I got myself into? Last load. My goodness. That's a lot of logging. Dang, you almost made $200,000. Now, I think the next smart thing to do, I don't plan on logging for quite some time, but just in case I need money, I think the smart thing might be to do is purchase that little property in the corner here. That way, if I need to, or well, maybe, hold on here, or would this be better? Nah, that's too big. That's way too big. Nah, I think the corner's the best. Just so I own it. There. Now we just got to remove some fence and move some fence over here. And I don't plan on logging for quite some time, but... Okay. I got a whole bunch of stumps to grind. Be right back. Okay, out with the old fence and in with the new. I do wish I could put in straighter fences, but that's just, this one ain't too crooked. No point in putting a fence back here because the borderline's pretty obvious. This is the end of the map, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Otherwise, yeah, there, we got our extra money if we need it, but I don't feel like log. I don't want to log for a long time, hopefully, but it's there if I need it. Alright, let's get the stump grinder back on, do some plowing, and that's going to take a little time too. I still got lots of stumps to grind. Alright, I think we can safely sell this stuff. Don't think we're going to be using that anymore. Now, after all that hard work, I am going to spoil myself. I want a good pickup truck. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay, I think... Yeah, let's get the little bit newer model. I like that. I like the square headlights on them old pickups. We definitely need a hitch. Now we got to be careful because the basic hitch... One hitch works real good and one doesn't. I think we want the pin hitch. Or is it receiver hitch? I can't remember. Well, I can always change it if it... I know it just seems like one hitch worked and one didn't. One did and one didn't. The rest of it I kind of like. I think I like it just the way it is. I can always change options later. Alright, I am buying it. I want a good truck. You know how long I've been waiting to get that? Finally, a decent pickup truck. Now I can haul things. Yeah, this is nice. I must have bumped the V button again. Wish I quit doing that. Now ain't that a slick looking truck? Oh yes, 4-wheel drive, automatic. Very nice. Now, this is what's important. This is what it has to connect to. Oh, yep, I did get the right hitch. Yeah, it seems like when I tried the other style hitch, it wouldn't fit. So, okay, that's all we need. Now we got a nice trailer to haul stuff with. I've been wanting that for quite some time. Where's a good place to park it? I guess here is as good a spot as any. Very nice. A good, reliable pickup truck. Okay, let's get back to plowing. I got a lot of plowing to do. Fields to establish. Ooh, this is getting dirty already. Interesting. You know what? I think I could go a little bit wider with this field too. Okay. Alright, let's get back to plowing. I'm going to make this just a little wider. We got to get all the corn we can get. Well, I would say that looks pretty darn sharp. I got a nice big cornfield here, plowed out. I still got to fertilize it and lime it and all that fun stuff. And then I got a nice potato field here. I didn't cut the sacred tree. I just kind of went around it. You can't cut it anyway, I've already tried. I do have a mod though where I could hide it, I think, but it's kind of, it's kind of special. It's special to the map. So, is that a bird sitting on top of there? Sure is. Does that bird have any significance? I don't know, whatever. Anywho, I decided I'm going to get rid of this silly thing because it's, well, it's nice. It looks nice, but it's a little small for my needs right now. So we're going to trade it in for something a little bigger. I think. This is probably not going to go well here. Are you going to roll away and do something stupid? I don't know if I can strap it before. Let's see if I can do this. Ha! Let's see if that works. It did. Okay. Not bad, not bad. A little touchy, but it does work. Not bad at all. Yeah, I know I got super strength and I know I could just throw them up there, but I'm trying really hard not to cheat on this series. So I'm trying to do everything the legit way. As I say, it's a little touchy, a little slow, but it does work. You don't mind? Get out of my way. Oh, I swear to God, people. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, there it was a little touchy. Come on. Get over there. Whoa, 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 whoa. It doesn't... Acts like it doesn't want to stop half the time. But it is working. A little touchy, but it works. I'm also going to upgrade this. I think this can handle the weight. If it can't, I got the big case over there. Especially for the lime, so I don't have to keep refilling the darn thing. So yeah, I know there's an upgrade for this. Yeah, let's max that puppy out. I think that's as high as I can go. There. I am definitely going to do that. I think I can handle it. We're going to find out anyway. Did I leave that high enough? I thought I did. Well, no, maybe not, because now that the height's changed. Let's lower it. Okie dokie, so I didn't leave it high enough. Is that high enough? There we go. Whoops. Well, you've seen me fertilize lime and do fields before, so I'm going to take care of that all off camera. It's going to be a busy day. Oh, wow. Okay, took the whole thing. It's getting kind of dark, kind of hard to see where I left off here. Oh, there we go. Alright, back to work. Ooh. Is this gonna fix my refueling issues? 3 hours? Why is that downloading so slow today? 22 hours? Oh well. Whatever. Hopefully updates can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, that's a little better, down to 1 hour. Okay. So, patches and updates, yay. Okay, game update seemed to be successful. I heard there were rumors that some shaders weren't working properly on some maps, but a little jittery when I first started the game. That's normal until all the shaders reloaded in the game, but otherwise seems to be behaving itself so far. Anywho, all the fields are up to date. Is that seed bed? It better be just, yep, a seed bed ready to go. Planted, fertilized, limed, everything's set to go. We should be good there. Can't plant what I want to plant until spring. Corn is spring, and I do believe potatoes is in the spring. Yeah, early spring actually. Could plant them as early as March if the snow melts off quick enough. Otherwise, I'll probably just wait until April. There ain't much more I can do except, oh, I should keep an eye on the eggs. I think the eggs I can take in November. That's when it hits peak. Yes. Okay. So I think I am, being as I did so much this month. Matter of fact, I put in a full day, you know, game time wise. There's a lot of other things I would have liked to do, but I think I better pace myself a little bit. I think I'm going to sleep through the winter. I might, on the first snowfall, maybe I will do a little mushroom hunting, because I'm getting way behind on that one. Ivy's got me beat. I think she's got like 50 of them already, and I only got, what, 20? I'm getting way behind on my mushroom hunting. Yeah, I got 22. So maybe I will do a little bit of shroom hunting. Maybe, we'll see. So, alrighty, let's sleep off a month, take some eggs in, yada yada yada. All that fun stuff. Can I close the door, please? It's getting cold outside. Okay. Well, how about that? Our first case of booze. Alright, when I was playing with this before, there's not a whole lot of room for pallets spawning there. So when you do get a pallet spawned, you do want to move it off to the corner there. Just so it's out of the way for the next pallet. Hard at work, hard at work. Yeah, I want to keep that sucker going as steady as I can. Just keep stacking pallets up here until we hit prime. What is? Is there a bit of price fluctuation for that? Now, another thing I got to be careful of, I do have two different whiskeys. This is not the whiskey I'm making because I do have another whiskey plant mod. We have to look for this whiskey. The created. Oh, that's peak too, according to this. Ooh, we better take our first batch of whiskey and let's see who's paying the best here. That guy. Okay, we'll take that place. Eggs. What about eggs? Eggs is peak too. Is that the same farm? I don't think it is. No, 1443. Alrighty, we're going to take two separate trips. Alright, let's get the pickup truck here. Let's take our first batch of goodies in here. Let's see, I don't need the trailer. I think we'll just haul it in the back here. Let's see, we'll get the can of fuel out of here. Just kind of set this over here for now. It looks like a good spot. Alright, let's take the whiskey in first. Let's see see how much money I'm actually going to make off of that. This is where I really, really wish I had the mod from Farming Simulator 22 for the 69 Dodge Charger. If you guys know anything about past, yeah, the General Lee, that nice orange car. Wouldn't that just fit perfect? Now, I was told as long as you leave your straps on, your stuff will not sell until you unstrap. So if I do this carefully, I should be able to just unstrap the case of booze here, hopefully. This is not doing what I want it to do. Well, obviously you can slowly carry off. Yeah, I am gonna cheat a little bit here. Obviously we can lift off the small cases a little at a time. I think it's not hitting the trigger. $1,500, that's it? Guess I was hoping for a little more money than that. Okay, where's the best place for eggs? Alright, that pickup must be just high enough where it's not hitting the trigger. But again, you obviously can lift these cartons off the pallet one by one. $1,300 for the eggs. But that wasn't a full pallet either, so we're making a little bit of money. Not a lot of money, but some money. Let's see, I got all turned around here. Where am I? Oh, I'm actually at... Oh, okay, okay, I know where I'm at now. I'm actually at the store here. Let's take the shortcut to the woods. I got 4x4, don't I? You know, I never did check see if this old truck had four-wheel drive. Yes, I do. I do have 4x4. So I can go anywhere I want. Let's lock her in 4 low and go, baby. Little trek to the woods. Still ain't seeing these dang shrooms, man. Ivy says I need to get a horse. But I will be totally honest with her, if she's listening to my video. I'm not much of a horseback rider in real life. I kind of had some bad experiences when I was a kid. I'm more of an ATV rider. When I was a kid, I was the kid that was always on the three-wheeler. I wish they would get a three-wheeler mod out. I love that 200 Big Red three-wheeler mod they had. But so far, all I got is a couple four-wheelers. But in time, I'm sure we'll get some more ATV mods. You know, I think I might do that. She can continue to hunt for her mushrooms on horseback. I think I might do it on a four-wheeler. Just to see if I can see them okay. But there's one thing I'm definitely going to do. I am going to wait for it to snow. Because they are definitely easier to see in the snow. Also with this latest update, hopefully she can bring back the snow on her map. Because I'm sure she would love to have some snow on her map. Yeah, she said she was having problems. And she's not the only one that's had this issue where snow was not melting. I think I mentioned it in a previous episode where snow was not melting. But yeah, they did do a major update. Hopefully they remedied that issue. You know what? I should look into four-wheelers right now. Is there a fairly decent cheap four-wheeler? Ooh, a Banshee. I don't know if I want to go that fast though. I've never been a fan of the Banshee. I'm more of a Honda person. What is Banshee? Yamaha? Yeah, I think Banshee's Yamaha. But it is the cheapest four-wheeler. I thought I had a... There we go. There's a Honda. Yeah, that just feels more my style. Well, good morning. Nice cool January morning. Hey, we got our snow. And I got my four-wheeler. How does this drive through the snow? Don't seem to be too bad. Alright, what I think I need to do here, we need to kind of like start a grid. I'm down here in the corner. We'll start about where my property is. I'm not sure how wide I should go. Of course, with the tracks in the snow, that's going to help a lot too. I can see where I've been. So let's get to where the edge of the map is, and it looks like I got somewhat halfway decent line of sight. Okay, we definitely don't want to go too fast. Okay, let's get this. Zoom out a little bit. Obviously this is going to take some time, so I probably won't record a whole lot of this, but yeah, I'm just going to kind of go back and forth all the way across the map and just see how many of these babies I can find. Oh yeah, I'm finding them. They're definitely easier to see with the snow. How many do I got so far? I think I found 3 or 4 of them. 26. Long ways to go. Ooh, is that another one over there? Oh yes, I am finding them. Alright, we just keep doing our little grid thing here. Let's see how many I can actually find. Just keep wandering around. Let's say just kind of slowly working my way up the map. I am finding them. It's working pretty good. Couldn't have timed that any better. My four-wheeler's getting low on fuel. I would say I pretty much got the lower half of the map covered. Take a quick look here. Yeah, I'd say I covered this lower half pretty darn good. So I got a good third of it, not quite half. And I got 35 so far. Whether I'll get them all, I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, these fake ones are really starting to annoy me. Jeepers criminy. Ugh. Maybe I should have got a horse. I cannot get up these steep hills anymore. Screwing up my grid, man. Come on. I just can't get up there. Now maybe if I get another run at it. Yeah, it was pretty good most of the map until I got towards the north side, these steeper hills. Ha ha ha. It's a little trickier. Whoa, either that or we got another layer of snow. I don't know what happened, but I can't seem to get up there. Come on. Alright, let's get a full bore run at it. Might have to find another strategy here. It's just this hilly area here. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Come on, baby. I made it the first couple of times when I did a full run at it, but it just keeps getting steeper and steeper the more north I go. Well, maybe I'm just gonna have to go around this area. Ivy's like, see, I told you, you should have got a horse. Well, I found 48 of them. Whatever. I'm cold, I'm wet, I'm tired. I'm getting sick of sliding around the snow. I'm gonna head home. I think that's enough for one day. Well, I think I better end it here for now. I haven't gone through my clips yet, but I'm sure I'm getting... Oh, I forgot to shut the doors. Ooh. Oh, hey, we got another case of booze in here, too. I suppose this ain't gonna get in there now that it's snowed. Because I forgot to put it back in there like an idiot. You know what? I had enough bull crap for one day there. Okay. Listen, you. God, this thing is just... It works, but it don't work. You know what I mean? It's just, you know. Alright. Yeah, we gotta keep this going here. Anyway, I am going to end the episode here because I'm sure it's way, way longer than it needs to be already. Comments, suggestions, yada, yada, yada. You know, the routine. Blah, blah, blah. Below. How are we doing here? How much corn we got left in this thing? Oh, I think we're done. That's all we get. Well, that's why I made the cornfield bigger. Let's see, we might as well deactivate. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I might as well deactivate that and save the... Shut her down, boys. I'm sorry, we're out of corn. Alright. But we're going to have lots more corn next year. I made the fields much bigger. Anyway, we better call it a day. We got a lot done. I have to say, I gotta space it out a little bit. So, anyway, this is all for now. Bye, everyone.